When it comes to restorative yoga, we use a lot of props. There are a few reasons why we use props. One is to help build the floor up to us, to allow your body to be in complete relaxation mode. It also aids in support. It just simply helps you to not put any tension in your body, whether it's trying to strain or lift or pull. Your body is in total surrender with the addition of props. So right now I'm going to just go over the basic with you, all of the basic props that we use in restorative yoga. So when it comes to padding the knees, getting support and cushion for your sit bone, we use a lot of yoga blankets. All right. Most yogis would use like Mexican blankets, which is perfect because they're soft, they're really, really flexible. I actually found this at like a Burlington, just something you throw over your couch, and I figured this was good enough to be a yoga blanket. But it can be any blanket that is not too big, too thick, like a regular blanket for your bed. You need something a little smaller, like a Mexican blanket or something like this. So when it comes to, let's say, for instance, you are in a child's pose, you would fold the blanket thick enough to create good padding for your knees. Any position where you are on your knees, like a cat cow, or just all fours tabletop, or like a child's pose. You use your blanket as padding, okay? And you can just simply get into your child pose position, okay? You can also use this as, for those who have like tight thighs, things of that nature. You want to kind of like roll the blanket up, but you want to make sure you play with it, because you want to make sure that your sit bone is able to rest on it, because that's the purpose of your blanket. You can also use this, of course, to lay on when you want support for your lower back. Okay, there's many uses for your blanket. We're going to get into the bolsters here. Bolsters comes in many different shapes, sizes, colors. I prefer two. Two is always better than one, but if you only have one bolster, that is quite all right. If you don't have bolsters at all, that is fine. You can use a dense pillow, a couple of pillows from your bed, anything that's going to provide softness and comfort when you are relaxing in certain poses, okay? So when it comes to bolsters or pillows, you can use this, for instance, if you want to go into a supported bridge, you can use any size bolster as long as it's thick enough for you, okay? And you want to take your time, kind of position your sit bone on top of it and then slide forward off of it. Lift your knees, place your feet flat on the mat, and just lean back. Allow your arms to rest on the sides. And this is your supported bridge pose, okay? And you can also use it like when you want to do your supported forward folds. Let me just turn this way so you can see. You can use one, or you can use two. I prefer to use two because I have a short torso. So for anybody with short torsos, you definitely want to double up on your pillows. So when it comes to like a wide leg forward fold, which I am in, some people can't reach their foot, and that's quite all right. But if you lean forward, you can reach this, okay? So this would be what you would use, okay, in support of that. For extra support and comfort, you use 2 bolsters and just, lay over it. If you want that extra cushion, if you want to like really relax and get cozy with it, double it up. And that's basically what restorative is all about, using as many props as you can, using whatever props you can, whatever method to get you in a comfortable position. When it comes to your blocks, again, preferably 2 is better than 1, but if you only have 1, that's fine. If you don't have blocks at all, you can use a couple of those thick books, okay? But the purpose of the blocks is to build the floor up to you, all right? So say for instance, you want to do a standing forward fold. You just position the blocks in front of you vertically, okay? And you just basically lean forward, and instead of trying to reach for the floor, you reach for your blocks, all right? And you want to challenge yourself a little better, you can lay them flat horizontally and get a few extra inches to the floor, okay? Whichever works for you. You can bend your knees a little as you put yourself in this position. That's quite all right. All right. Also, when you are in seated pose, which is easy pose, which is basically sitting with your legs crossed. Some people have tightness in the inner thighs. So what you want to do is take the blocks and place them under your knees for support. Okay? And that's basically it. You can, like I said, I think I've mentioned that you can use more than one prop, different props all at once, right? So if you wanted to go into a reclined, supported, bound angle pose, what I would do is take both of my blocks, okay? You can position them like this, or you can place the vertical one behind the horizontal one, whichever works for you. You take one of your bolsters and you lean it on top of the one that's vertical. You want to take your blanket and use the blanket as cushion for your ankles. Place your blanket in the bottom of the mat. This is where you're going to get into bound ankle position. The bottom of your toes, the heels of your toes are touching, and you slowly lean back on your bolster. Allow your arms to rest on each side. You are now in supported, restorative, bound angle pose. Okay? So yeah. So we are using a strap now. This is one with the metal clips. And the purpose of the straps is to basically extend your arms and your hands. So again, when it comes to having to reach for your toes or things of that nature, if you can't reach your toes, so if you can't do a forward fold, which is basically leaning forward and touching your toes, you can take your strap, wrap them around the back of your feet, okay, and pull on them, all right? Do a nice pull and just walk yourself towards your feet, right? And you are basically in a forward fold, okay? That would be an extension of your arms. Now, when it comes to your hands. Say if you want to do like a cow face pose, you could just, for what I remember, I think let me see. Yeah, this is a cow face pose right here. My hair is in the way, but instead of, touch your hands touching, because the goal is to have your hands touch. If you can't have your hands touch, you just take your strap, and this will be your cow face pose. Okay, this is from the front position. You see the front side, and this is the back side. Okay, so yeah, that's basically what your strap is for. So again, these are all the basics, but you can use so many props. Okay, you can use a yoga wheel if you want to perfect your back bends. Not really necessary for restorative yoga, in my opinion, because the goal is to allow your body to be in total relaxation. But if you want to perfect your back bends, do you, boo? Okay, the yoga wheel will do that for you. You can also use a chair for support and balance, and also a wall.